Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm starting things off with my primer. This is a MAC primer and I'm just putting this in all my problem areas, anywhere I have texture, so around my eye area, underneath my nose a little bit, and chin area and my forehead area. And this just helps the foundation and anything else to go on much easier. I do use other different kinds of primers, but this is my favorite primer right at the moment. So I use my fingers, but you can obviously use a brush. I'm going in with my concealer. I showed my Maybelline concealer because I sometimes use that concealer as well. This concealer is very thick, and I'm applying that with a little brush, and I'm just putting that in a triangle area underneath my eye area. I'm trying to cover up my dark circles. I'm blending it out. I always do my eye look first. That's why you see my full-on eye look. And the reason for that is that anytime I have fallout, I can just brush it away before I start my foundation. I think it's a little too stressful to do my foundation routine first and then do my eye look. I would probably end up ruining my foundation, and that's just, I don't have time for that. So I'm just blending this out underneath my nose as well because I have redness around my nose. And I'm putting this on any little breakouts that I have on my face, which we all get breakouts from time to time. It's just part of life. I like thick concealers on heavy duty days and thinner ones other days. So I'm using my Rimmel Match highlighter and concealer pen. This is kind of a second step to my concealer process. It highlights my cheekbones, and I put this down the bridge of my nose, and then I just blend it out super easily. I don't use a lot of this highlighter, and sometimes I just skip this step totally, but it adds a little bit more concealedness. I usually try to cover up my freckles the most with this highlighter. And then I'm using this BB cream from Physicians Formula, but I'm also showing you my Rimmel foundation because I use that sometimes as well. And I shake up this foundation or BB cream because it does separate. So I dot this all over my face. I always use my fingers to dot my foundation or my BB cream on my face and down my neck a little bit. And then I use the flat end of this sponge. This sponge is from Real Techniques. And I just apply it with the flat ends all over my face and get up everywhere and try to blend it as much as I possibly can. And then I use the more pointed end underneath my eyes. You don't see it right here, but in a moment I will use the pointed end, and it just really gets the foundation under my eyes. This particular BB cream layers really well on my face. I usually go in with one layer and then I'll add another for extra coverage. And then I'm just kind of pressing this into my skin because I remembered that this is a technique that I use at times to make my foundation look much more close to my skin. I will layer it and it won't look so cakey on my face. And this is definitely something that you can try at home, see if this works better. I always use my sponge. The only reason I wouldn't use my sponge is if it is dirty. Next, I'm highlighting my cheekbones. I'm using my highlighter by Benefit, and I just apply it to my cheekbones. I'm a very natural girl, so I don't layer on the highlighter. If you do that, obviously you would layer on a lot more highlighter, but I'm just using my fingers to apply this, and that's how I always use my highlighter. Next, I'm going in with my powder. I am using my Physicians Formula BB powder. I also use the matte powder by Rimmel, but I just take a fluffy brush and I apply this all over my face very lightly, and I kind of layer up this BB powder. It does have a little bit more coverage, so I'll use the cream and then I go in with the powder, and it gives me a full on glam look if I want it to, or I can use a little bit of the powder and keep it at a medium coverage. I am not putting any underneath my eyes because I go in with a different powder, in a moment. Next, I'm going in with my NYX Contour Kit, and I'm using that light shade and a fluffy brush and applying that underneath my eyes. I sometimes, well, most of the time I use my NYX Contour Kit, but sometimes I will use a loose powder, but this is my favorite way to set my concealer. I'll then go in with my contour and my blush, and that'll be the end of my foundation routine. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day and an awesome week. Talk to you later. Bye!